Wyatt Klepper and Jay Spanks of the Liberty Eylau Leopards. Guys, how you doing today?
Good.
Doing good. So just kind of talk about exciting week. How's practice been going this week? What's been going on in Leopardland?
It's going pretty good. Kids working hard. They're focused this week, and I think we're back to where we need to be at. We got some people back too, so we feel good with what we got, and it's just play up ball now.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah, and so, guys, we'll let you talk for just a second. The whole season, I know that you guys, Coach tells you take every game by game. This is the only game that matters each week. Well, you're finally here to the one that I know you guys marked off your calendar you wanted to be at. So what does it mean to finally be to this week?
I mean, really we needed a rematch since last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've been prepared for this game, especially this game in Gilmer, Van.
Yeah.
But this is one of the biggest one, probably the biggest one.
Yeah. So what about you? What does this week mean to you?
Big game with the crosstown rival, but I guess it's just another game.
Yeah. Coach, how do you prepare this week when you've got young men who are hearing all this outside noise, parents, community, Facebook, Twitter? How do you get those guys all in and prepared for what you want them to do and leave all the outside stuff alone?
We've been talking about that throughout the course of the year. As a matter of fact, today told them social media won't win a game for you.
Yeah.
And talking trash won't win a game for you. The game will be decided between the white lines, and that's the only talking we need to do.
Yeah. And, Coach, I know we've met and interviewed a couple of times and everything, but, I just want to tell you, if I could go back and play again, I'd love to play for you. I watch it. And nothing against any of the other coaches in town, but you're my kind of coach. I coached for a while. Before I got into insurance, and it was just a crazy change in my life. But, these young men, I hope they know, but I don't think they do because I didn't know until I grew up, and really got older and more mature. But you're teaching them more than football. I know you preach that to them, and my coaches did me too. But, the harder that you are on them, because I know that you are, and you hold them accountable, they really don't realize that stuff is teaching them how to be better young men down the road. I mean, as far as jobs and being a husband one day and being a parent one day and all those things that they don't think they're ready for yet. You got to learn it sometime, and high school football is one of the best ways for young men to learn those life skills.
You're right. I mean, every day as they're coming up, we hold them accountable. But in the end, like we told them, we want to be successful in life. I mean, we want to win a bunch of games and playoffs and all that good stuff. At the end of the day, we want to see them be successful in life.
Yeah.
That's our main goal, for them to be successful.
Yeah, and I know when I was coaching, I told multiple people I was a young guy, but I kind of coached that old school kind of way. I was real hard. I didn't take no slack off of anybody, but that was the way I was coached, and that was the way my parents were, and it was everybody dresses the same, everybody looks the same, everybody walks the same, everybody talks the same, and sometimes you guys and other teams and stuff, when coaches are hard on you like that, you think, oh man, they just don't want to let me shine, but coaches like Coach Davis are teaching you that it's not about you, it's about us, and not to outshine your other teammates. We all want to look the same because we are one team. And, Coach, I just have to commend you. I mean, the stuff I've watched and the time I've been around you, I mean, you're doing a great job. I mean, and I know it doesn't mean much coming from me, but I just want to publicly tell you that. I mean, I love what you're doing, and it's paying off now, and I think it's going to pay off in the future.
Yeah, we're laying a good foundation.
Yeah. And so, guys, switching gears a little bit to you, what does it mean to you guys when he holds you accountable that way? I mean, I know he's hard on you, but what does it mean to you guys to have a role model like him who's holding you accountable in every step of every day?
Well, you know how it is nowadays around Texarkana. You know how all coaches is, let everything go. Coach Davis never let anything go. At first I hated it. I'm sorry, Coach. At first I hated it, but now that I thought about it, it's just, it's going to make me better. I know it's going to make me better in the long run.
And 99.9% of the things in my life that I've hated and were real hard you hate it because it's hard.
Right.
You know, you don't hate what he's doing because of him. You hate it because it's hard,
Right.
and it's adversity, and he's pushing against what you don't really want to do. But then all of a sudden you see that it's the betterment of yourself.
Right.
You know, as a young man. Then all of a sudden you're like, well, he ain't so bad. I mean, he's really helping us.
Right. Ultimately.
But you don't like that boot being
Right.
stuck in your behind all the time until you understand how to get that boot out and just act right and do things right, you know. But it's going to be good for y'all. It's going to be good. I'm glad that Texarkana has a coach like Coach Davis that is coming in and doing things the way that he's doing, because I really do think that it's going to be a betterment for the school,
Right.
for the community,
Right.
and for the team.
Right, and I see the difference for sure. The discipline and all that good stuff, it's paying dividends, like you said, and I can see the difference in the program. The guys are locked in. They don't do all the outside talking. Even in the game, you know, sometimes when the other team is trash talking, our guys are holding their composure, and that's due to Coach Davis and the foundation he's laying. So salute to you and your staff, Coach Davis, for sure.
Appreciate you.
And so, you know, just kind of change gears a little bit. Let's talk about this week. That's why we're all here. Coach, I know you don't want to talk too much about what you're doing or anything, but just tell us a little bit about what y'all are preparing for this week. I mean, are y'all gonna? And I know you don't want to get too deep in it, but I mean, just tell us a little bit about what y'all are preparing for this week.
Oh, we're trying to clean up some things. We were not very good in some areas last week, and we know it, and we want to make sure we get better and get back to what we do. I mean, our kids play hard. We just got to be a little more opportunistic at times and take advantage of some things. And in the red zone, we got to make sure we score, and just take care of the football. So main thing for us this week is getting back to us, doing what we do. And that's play hard and get after people physically on both sides of the ball.
Coach,
Yeah.
I do want to ask one question. You guys have forced a lot of turnovers this season, 27 I think it is, or something
Yes,
like
sir.
that. Has that been a focal point for you guys? And just talk about how that has contributed, you know, to the success you guys have had as a team this year.
Our kids have a great offseason. Our coaches, Coach Gomez and the gang, they did an excellent job of working. We started way back when working on the game and taught it from the ground up. And our kids responded well. I mean, they've learned a lot of stuff. Now we don't have to coach every moment, every minute now. They get it. They're making adjustments. So we're glad to be where we're at, and the reason for the hard work coaches and the kids have done.
Gotcha. For sure.
Coach, I know you got a lot of coaches, but just speaking of your coaching staff, talk a little bit about your staff, who they are and what they do, you know, what they coach. Let's make sure that we highlight some of your coaching staff.
I mean, Coach Gomez is our defensive coordinator. Coach Rollins is our defensive line coach. Coach Surratt is our linebackers coach, and Coach Daniels is our outside linebacker coach. And then Coach Simmons helps with the secondary. Him and Coach Gomez work the secondary out. And like I said, offensively, Coach Harris is the offensive coordinator. Coach Rushing is our O-line coach. Coach Fowler and Coach drawing a blank now.
You're running all. Coach,
Yeah.
I know you got a huge staff, so I don't want to put you on the spot. But
Trey Carson and him and Coach Fowler do the receivers and running backs. Coach Jones has the running backs, and Coach Harris does the quarterbacks. And I mean, these guys are very knowledgeable coaches. Make good adjustments coming in the games at halftime and each week. I mean, they do an excellent job. I can't ask for anything better than what I got.
so you're actually getting something out of Coach Fowler? I figured after the baseball season that he had, he would come into football and be like, "Look, Coach Davis, look, I had a real great season, man. I just need to kind of glide on through football season." But he's a hard worker. I love that guy. He's a really good guy.
He brings a lot to the table. I mean, these guys they're exceptional. I enjoy it. They make my job a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Has he cut his hair yet?
Yeah,
Coach
he trimmed it
Fowler?
up.
Did he?
He's trimmed
good,
it up.
Good. I love the hair, but it was getting a little out of control there.
A little long.
Getting a little out of control. Well, look, guys, before we go, good luck this week. Okay, going to be a huge game. I know Coach is going to have y'all ready. He'll have everyone locked in and leaving all the outside stuff. I know we spoke a minute ago. It's a rivalry game. It's senior night. I mean, it's and a lot of implications on this game, you know, for pushing on into the later half of the season and the playoffs and stuff. And so, Coach, everybody that's watching at home or that watches this before Friday, you know, what do you want to tell them about this game coming up?
Our kids going to play hard, and our kids going to play inspired football, and we're going to take care of the football, and we're going to play great defense.
Yeah. And so 7:30 kickoff. Do y'all do senior night before the game?
Before.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
come early. Go ahead and get your tickets. The website they can get them at
sir.
again?
It's on the link. It's on leisd.net. There'll be a link. Click the link. Purchase your ticket.
Yeah, make sure you go ahead and get a ticket now because, like we talked about earlier, there may not be any tickets if you wait until Friday at 6:30 to get some tickets. Make sure you come out early because I'm sure traffic is going to be crazy. But come out 7:30 kickoff over at Harris Field on the campus of Liberty Eylau. Coach and guys, good luck this week, and we'll see you on Friday.
All right, sir. Thanks.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here on Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome to Texarkana Magazine.
where everyone is famous in their hometown.
Every month, we have the privilege of interviewing guests and sharing their inspiring stories with you.
You can find Texarkana Magazine at many locations around town. Look for us on the first of each month where we publish a new print issue and online every Tuesday.
We'd love to connect with you. Check us out online at txkmag.com and follow us on social media.
Stay famous, Texarkana.
Sure you got your mic in the front. Y'all both got your mics in the front?
Welcome
Okay.
back.
Sorry.
We got Dad down there at the end. Hey, they're seasoned vets. You ain't got to tell them nothing.
Well, you know, we sat up here one time, somebody had their mic in the back. I just trying to help guys out.
That was Tony Langford days. We got Mr. Keela Benton. You got Victor Shaw with us, guys. How's things been going, man? Undefeated in district. Excited for this game this week?
Yes, sir. Very excited. A lot of competition.
Yes, sir. Same as he said. Just another game.
Are we cool enough where I can make fun of you a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure, because I wanted to just a second ago. I was like, I don't know if we're cool enough yet. But my man here, you do not want to kick him the ball.
That's what I hear.
You don't want to throw on him. You don't want to kick him the ball. Oh, I found a video. I got to post. I'm going to post it tonight. Remind me. Somebody tried to throw on you. Dude went up with it, got his hands on it. Here comes this dude. Just punch city.
That's what I'm talking about. So
That's where you're like, yeah, man. They call me Dion Jr. You know, it's no fly zone on this side of the field. That's when you say something like that.
So I've learned something already. They were coached up before they came in here. Somebody told them, just go in there and answer what they ask you. Yes and no, and I can tell right now they're both not going to say too much.
Hey, well, they were both on our top 5 plays of the week.
Yes, they were.
So, Vic, man, coming across opposite side of the field, coming around, strip sack. Dude, that was a thing of beauty right there. That was Division I player move.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I felt like it was a decent, but it's just a play. So I try to make more of them. So
You know, they don't know nothing about that on that end of the table, you know. Tell them, Keelan, they don't know nothing about that.
You don't have to.
They don't know nothing about them playmaking skills that y'all have. But tell us about practice this week. Been good?
Yes, sir.
I know Coach Gibson had told me last week it was like the best week of practice y'all had all year. And, man, it showed on the football field.
We try to get better each week, though. Not each week, every day, really. So, just having better practices. And, Coach Gibson always say, what you reap is what you sow. So, I mean, practicing hard shows up in the game.
Yeah. I feel like when we were growing up, it wasn't like practice was at like 70%, not 100% like it is now, if that makes sense.
I mean, Allen Iverson said it best, practice. Talking about practice?
I think that's completely different than football, though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in football, like you really do. It's the most practiced and least played sport in the world.
Yeah.
Basketball, I mean, like once you're a professional, I mean, how much, if you're not Ben Simmons, how much better can your jump shot really get? You know what I mean?
Some of them it could get a lot better.
But I mean, you're there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you might get 1,000 shots up a day, but that's what you're going to be doing anyway.
That's right.
You know?
Yep.
It's a little bit different.
And so, guys, I mean, I know you don't want to harp on it too much, but I will. But I know that you've had this one circled the whole season. The way that both teams have shaped up their season so far, there's even more implications on this game going into the later half of the season and the playoffs and stuff like that. So how are y'all keeping the outside noise out? You got social media. You got the community. You know, how are y'all pushing that aside? How's Coach Gibson keeping y'all focused right now?
I would say it's regular. I mean, they ain't the first school that talk noise to us. So, I mean, it's like each week they talking just because, like, the image that we have. So,
well, and it's got to be a little more this week because it's from the community now. You know, usually when you're playing somebody from way off, you know, you don't hear a whole lot from the community. But
I think the main thing I've learned since I've been to it's a fun environment.
Yeah.
You know, like how often do you get to play a crosstown rival?
Yeah.
Once a year. That's how often. And, you know, people are going to show up. It's probably going to be the most people in the stands that either team's going to have this year, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So how many kickoffs you going to return?
Every time they kick it to me, honestly.
All right. How many kicks have you returned this year?
I'll return two, but like every game I came close to returning every single one of them.
Really?
So what do you do different that other people don't do? What's your, if we said, tell us one thing that you do different than other people that makes you almost get it to the end zone every kickoff?
Tell him you're a playmaker and he'll know nothing about that.
What he said. No, but I really don't play too much offense, so like.
So you're getting rested.
Yeah, so they kick it to me like I'm pretty sure I'm thinking like I'm
run.
on offense. Yeah.
I got you.
It's just God given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just got the field vision.
When you got it, you got it. You know.
Are y'all looking ahead at next week at all against Gilmer, thinking about what that means for district and where that puts you in the playoffs at all?
Yes, sir. I mean, like those big teams like that. I mean, we've been like getting better each week just so we can play in these type of games. So I think we'll be good.
Nice. So this week, are y'all y'all warm up at Pleasant Grove before, right? And then you come over? Is that how that works?
I think we warm up. Yeah.
Okay. I know the last couple of years it's like thrown me off because like whoever's not at home shows up like 20 minutes before the game.
Yeah, I think we're getting dressed at home though.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it's a 3-minute drive. So makes a lot of sense. What are you guys most excited about? I mean, you know, playoffs are about to start in a couple of weeks. Like, what has been the most exciting thing for you so far this season?
I'll say district, like we was 1-4 preseason. People was down to like first game district came out with a bang. Now we keeping rolling.
Yeah, that's the thing about the schedule that y'all played. Those teams aren't like there ain't too many teams beating any of those teams.
Yeah.
And I feel like as the season goes on, especially in the playoffs, it's a plus.
Yeah.
I mean, you always have to respect a coach that plays a schedule like that because, I mean, they expect they're going to be 2-3 rounds deep in the playoffs, and when experience matters, their guys has experience.
Yeah, there's two kinds of coaches that want to make their schedule out. You got some coaches that want to go into district play or conference play and have wins under their belt, and then there's some coaches that say, I want to play really good teams so that when we get into district, we're prepared. And I think that's what Coach Gibson does. And you know, those preseason, you want to win them all, but in the big scheme of things, you know, when you get into your district season, that's what really matters.
Yeah, I mean, Gibson will play anybody. I promise you. I mean, it's almost sometimes he goes a little far with it, like this season schedule. I mean, the dude will literally play anybody.
Yeah.
But I like it, man. It's a fun environment, and every time you're playing Carthage every year, I mean, it's a fun environment.
Yeah.
You know. What are y'all looking most forward to the rest of the year? Anything? I didn't realize you're so quiet.
Really don't know, to be honest. No, like,
All right,
I'm
Vic.
quiet a little bit.
Go ahead, then.
I would say like playoffs and just like getting the experience with like the seniors and stuff. Like just be on bonds with them.
Yeah. So, man, since you're here, what's up with your dad being such a big Razorback fan?
That's my uncle, but
Oh, my bad.
he been a Razorback fan his whole life. So I mean, it's just
It ain't like, are you a Razorback fan?
no. I don't really just watch college football too much. So.
You definitely don't want to watch them. You know.
Before we get y'all off here, go ahead and tell everybody at home what's the big secrets that y'all are doing in practice this week. I'm just kidding. Don't say anything.
Hey, I promise you, there ain't no secrets.
That's what they were trained not to say on here.
That's right. Well, hey, whoever coached y'all up to come in for these interviews, they did a good job.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate it. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and we will come right back with our co-defensive MVPs from last week.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
All right, and we are back. We added Reese Elrod, Coy. Which Coy? Which I had it, Martin.
Martin.
All right, yeah. And had Wheezy F Baby down here, otherwise known as Walker Smith. How are you doing?
Good.
Tell them about your touchdown you had.
So I got a touchdown. I got a PT6. I think is that what it's called?
It's called a pick six, but that was close enough.
Yeah. An interception, and I ran into the end zone. And I got a touchdown, and I started high-stepping.
Before he even got to the end zone, he was high-stepping. And then he started doing this, like, wing thing, like he was flying around. Where did you learn that from?
Football players, NFL.
Really? Are you a Deion Sanders fan? Is he your favorite player?
Well, Jalen Ramsey.
I thought Reese was your favorite player.
Yeah, he kind of.
You said Jalen Ramsey.
He's my second.
He gets on Madden and goes and study all these players, and that's how he decides who's good and who's bad on Madden. Tell him how bad I've been beating you in Madden.
Not bad at all.
I beat you 199-3 the other day.
No, he didn't. I just,
Walker, don't lie.
I beat. So on the second game, I beat him.
You didn't ever beat me.
I beat him.
He's lying. Hey, yeah, he's supposed to lie.
196.
Walker, you're telling lies right now. Well, hey, you ever have a kid like, oh, come play me in Madden? Well, like, first off, I'm not going to let you win because you asked me to play. And then he'll be in there crying. I can't believe you beat me so bad.
I have not been in there crying. I'm like this, bruh, bull honky, you didn't win my face on.
Y'all play 15-minute corners, too.
No, he throws an interception every other play. That's what happens. He pump fakes constantly, so you're just like, he either fumbles or throws an interception every time.
No, I don't.
Walker, I got pictures.
You don't even have a butler, and I do, and her name's Mom.
Oh. You're gonna get a spanking when we leave here. Oh my God! You're getting you're getting a spanking. You might as well just put that mic up. Reese, go ahead, man. Hey, co-defensive players of the week. Great game, guys. 15 tackles, 7 tackles, 3 sacks. I mean, that's going hard. You got a sack too, right?
Yes, sir.
Sprinkle quarterback leave the stadium not feeling good.
Hey, he wasn't feeling too good, especially with him.
So you're playing kind of DN, right?
Yeah.
All right. So sometimes I feel like I see you on the interior though.
No, but I used to play middle linebacker, but they just recently moved me to DN like 2 weeks ago.
See, that's probably why we don't have any pictures of you. Those dudes that are in the interior, you can't ever get a picture of them.
Well, so the main picture that we have of you is fighting off those offensive linemen off there on the end, and it's just like, oh, well, he's kind of covered up back there, but then all the other pictures of you in the backfield getting sacks, tackles for losses, whatever else.
Then you got Reese just standing off in the flats by himself, hands on his hip,
No, he was at middle linebacker, but he got moved to DN because he just hits too hard. They just wanted to move him there.
Yep. So, Coy, how was last game for you? You feel like that was a breakout game? I mean, that was a huge football game for you.
Yeah, it really was, but I could feel it was different because I'm used to, coming up in the middle, but coming off the edge, it's a totally different feel for football, And then especially coming off the pass set a lot really helps.
Do you feel like Stovall's not really a dual-threat quarterback, right? So you feel like you're going to have to change your game for, let's say, like this LE week or Gilmer next week? It's just to not outrush, just open that lane up for the quarterback to run?
No, not really. I feel like with my speed, I could still catch up to him no matter where he goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Playing contain at all, or just rushing normally?
Just rushing normally.
Gotcha.
Much.
Well, Reese, tell me about your game, dude. 15 tackles, what's going on?
I mean, I don't really know what to say. When they run to me, I just don't want them to get past me, so I just got to tackle them,
Some dudes were just running to you every time, it seemed like. So they probably ran, 35, 40 offensive plays?
It wasn't too much.
It wasn't too much because we kind of held them up a lot.
I think we held them to less than 50 yards rushing and quite a bit receiving yards, but it was less than 180 or something like that.
Yeah, it's tough with receiving because, I mean, if they completed 6 passes at 20 yards a pass, it's going to look like a bunch of yards. But,
yes, sir.
I mean, I was really, really impressed. I knew y'all were going to win. I didn't realize you were going to win so dominant. Because Spring Hill, they're not bad.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know, I know they put up 21, but a lot of that was late. But early, I remember looking on the phone and being like, "Oh my God!" It was 40-0 or something.
Yes, sir.
Before the half was even over.
Yeah.
Well, so was there something clicking on your defense that was different than usual, or was there a different game plan going in? Because it seemed like defense was clicking on all cylinders with the linebackers, and the secondary.
Yes, sir. I mean, our whole defense is just doing their assignments. That's the main thing. If everyone does their assignments, then the defense is going to hold them. So that's the biggest thing we've been focusing on the past few weeks. It's just everyone does their assignment, don't worry about anyone else, and just execute.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, really the plays that they did score on, it was 3rd and 8. We had them at the sticks. They just made a few big plays. So, I mean, overall, I'm really proud of our defense.
Yeah. Going in this Liberty Eylau week, is there any more is this game any bigger than any of the other ones kind of thing for y'all? I know it's a big rivalry game. A lot of eyes are on it. There'll be a lot more people in the stands than normal. Any of that a factor for y'all?
I mean, I feel like it's going to be more of an energy game, but competition-wise, I feel like it's not really as much as Gilmer and Carthage and all of them.
Yeah.
I feel like if we just execute it like every other game that we have been the past few games, then we're going to be fine.
So, Reese, I know you've been playing, not injured, but hurt a lot this season.
Yes, sir.
How's that going with treatment and all that?
It's going a lot better. My ankle is feeling a lot better. I have a few other things that's been banged up on me, but I just don't want to let my team down, so just try to do everything I can.
It's a football player. Should hear that, Walker. Tell Mr. Reese what number you're going to be when you get in high school.
Number 21 or number 10? Number 10 is my backup number.
21 is the starter. That's a good one. I like that one.
I was number 21 for my whole entire life in sports.
Hey, well, maybe it's a good thing.
Walker, you excited for the game Friday? Yeah, but you're not going, but you can watch it on TV. Yeah, you can watch it on TV. Pre-game starts at 6:15. Kickoff at 7:30. We'll have 6:15 to 7:15 on the field, 7:15 in the booth. Live, I guess live at 6:15. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it'll be one big stream. It'll be a good time. Really looking forward to this game. There's some games, even for us, that we go to and you're going to go support the guys, but they're not always as exciting as you want them to be. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to because everybody's excited about it. And so it's a good game.
Sir.
Yep.
I feel like it is.
So, man, congratulations to you guys again. How many, is this a 2-time or 3-time MVP for you?
It's a second.
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Coy,
you.
first one?
Yes, sir.
Yep. I'll get y'all, remind me, I'll get y'all some stickers before game Friday. Trophies are made. I'm waiting on, order y'all posters, waiting on them to come in.
Yes,
Those will be in first part of next week.
Did either one of y'all have set goals going into the season? Because I know possibly almost 100 tackles for you this year, Reese, with 81 so far. Do you have any goals that you set before the season? Either one of you?
I plan to go within double digits for sacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's my main goal.
Lennon Jackson, watch out.
I mean, I want to get interception before the season's over, but I plan to just do whatever it takes to win a football game. That's my main goal. So,
yeah, gotcha.
Awesome, guys. Weezy, you got anything? You got a game Saturday. What are the keys to victory?
Support your team, win, and be a good football player.
How many touchdowns you gonna score?
Probably like 16.
16 touchdowns?
Yeah, I'm gonna win against the Cowboys.
You're gonna make a lot of money. I pay him $20 a touchdown. I'm gonna be broke by the time that game's over with. Anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Another week from Walk-Ons. Be sure to tune in Friday evening, 6:15. Be at the field. Don't watch it. Come to the field. If you can't make it, of course, we'll have it for you streaming live. We'll have highlights Saturday as well as post-game interviews. Appreciate you watching.